If you're an Asian man over 30, are you aged out of the dating market? In this video, I'm gonna be going over the common beliefs around age that Asian men commonly have about dating, whether they're true or not, and if you're over the age of 30, what you should be doing to absolutely crush it in your dating life. So there's two commonly held beliefs of guys over the age of 30 when it comes to dating. The first is that as you get older, the dating pool shrinks. There's less women available to date, so that's why you gotta, get a woman while you're younger, right? When you're older, it just gets harder and harder. The other one is that as you get older, you can no longer attract younger women. You only have to date women that are in their 30s, 35, 38 plus, 40 plus. And that's another thing that gets harder as you get older. So both of these beliefs are true and untrue. I mean, let's look at some guys who, for example, are 40 plus and just crushing in their dating lives. The common ones that come to mind are like Leo DiCaprio, who only dates girls under 22, right? And other, celebrities, rich guys. But we can see very clearly that their age doesn't play a role in the age of the women they date. Like look at Donald Trump, right? He dates like his wife is like 30 years younger than him, okay? But you may say, Alex, okay, these guys are celebrities, they're exceptions to the rule. I want you to think about guys that you've just seen in your life, right? Maybe in your circle, maybe not, or just on the street or whatever. Have you seen those guys who are like 40, 45 and they're dating like a young 25-year-old? Or the guy who like gets divorced at like 43 and then at like 47 now he's dating like a 27-year-old. I bet you've seen it. We've all seen it, okay? It's just that they seem to be in the minority, and the majority of guys, especially the guys probably in your circle or maybe in your own personal experience, what you've seen is that as you've gotten older, your options have dwindled, you're getting less attention from women, you're getting less matches online, and it just seems like your social life is shrinking. All your friends are getting married, they're all paired off, they all got kids now, and you're kind of the only one left, and you're like, well, now I'm getting older, my social life is getting worse, I'm getting less attention from women, I'm not getting as many dates. So as I get older, dating must get harder. Now, this is a logical conclusion. However, if you realize that there are some guys that are absolutely crushing their dating lives, even in their 40s, their 50s, and then a lot of guys are just not doing well at all in their 40s and 50s, then you have to logically conclude that age is not the factor that is determining these two groups of people's success. Age is not the factor. What is then the factor that makes some people crush it in dating in their older years and some people just absolutely just fall off the side of the cliff and have no dating options whatsoever? What's the differentiating factor? So let's look at two examples, okay? Let's look at example A. Let's say a guy, he graduates college, he's not really good with girls, he's kind of awkward, he's lanky, he's skinny, maybe he doesn't make that much money in his starting job, but he works on himself, okay? He gets better with his finances over time, he starts putting on some muscle, dresses better, he's consistently going out, making new friends, socializing, shooting his shot with women, so he's getting more confident in his own social abilities over time. And maybe he's a little bit of a slow mover, but by the time he's 29, 30, 32, hey, he's a pretty put together guy. He's got a decent body, he's got fitness, he's got a place of his own, he's got a good job, he's well groomed, he speaks well, and women are progressively finding him more and more attractive because he's a guy that's adding to himself every year. His value is increasing. He's like a stock that keeps growing in value over time. So there's more and more people that want to buy this stock. Now let's look at another example, okay? A guy graduates college. He stops learning. He thinks his best days are over. He stops really socializing, meeting new people. His friend group starts shrinking. He doesn't really meet new people, so his social skills go down. His confidence goes down. Maybe he's not really working on his finances or his fitness, so he's, gaining weight. His habits are getting worse, right? By the time he's 30, 32, he's kind of a slob. Like, his value is just going down, 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 down as he ages, okay? So he's like a stock that just like, just exploded. Nothing good after 10 years happened. By the time this man is 32, 35, frankly, no woman wants anything to do with him because he has no value. Now, these are two pretty extreme examples, but I illustrate this, or I tell this examples to illustrate that it has nothing to do with time. Dating success has nothing to do with time or age and everything to do with value. If over time your value is going up, then your dating prospects will go up. If over time your value is going down, then your dating prospects will go down. It's just that some guys over the course of their dating years, have progressively increased their value and therefore gotten way more options with way better women, and other guys have progressively decreased their value, and so they see their options dwindling. Now, the tricky part here is there is actually one caveat, which is that even if you've been increasing your value over time, okay, maybe most Asian guys are in this boat where they've increased their finances over time. Maybe their fitness has gotten better or gotten worse or stayed about the same, right? Probably their friend circle has shrunken, but they haven't turned into complete dweebs, just social recluses. Most Asian guys are out there, they're increasing their, value in the corporate ladder or building their business or whatever. And by the time they're in their early 30s, they've got their house, they've got their car, they've got some stuff put together. They're a lot better off than the guy who just turned into a fat slob and sleeps on his mom's couch and eats potato chips all day long, okay? Most Asian guys are actually way closer to the first example I gave than the second example. But they also see their options dwindling over time, and then they're really confused. They're like, Alex, you said if my value increases, I should get more women over time. And the internet said that too, and every dating coach on YouTube said something like that too. So why are my options actually going down over time? Well, the answer to that is that value is only part of the equation. The other part of the equation to getting girls is presentation. Okay, so the best way to break this down is in business, for example, you have product and you have marketing, okay? Let's say the iPhone is the best phone on the market, okay? It's the best product, but there was no marketing behind it. There was no Steve Jobs, making it into this cool thing. It just never hit the market. People never saw it, or people never saw it in the greatness that it is. Then people wouldn't be raving about it. People wouldn't be buying it, There's probably some smartphone manufacturer out there in Japan or China that makes way better phones than iPhones right now. Except we just don't know about it. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows how great it is. It's not put out there in a way that makes people want to consume and buy it. So actually, when you want to sell something, like a product, or in this case, yourself, you need a good product, okay, plus marketing. You need value plus presentation. Most Asian guys who have spent their 20s building up their value are sorely lacking in the presentation department, which is also why for most of my guys, literally, it only takes a matter of weeks when they join the program for me to just present them the correct way, and then they're off to the races. They're going on 4 or 5 dates every single week, right? It would be a completely different story if my clients were all near homeless, working at McDonald's, sleeping at their mom's place. There's really nothing I can do about a guy like that because he has no value to bring in the first place. But if you're watching this video, I mean, the fact that you're even searching for something like this, watching dating coaches, searching for solutions in your life, probably shows that you're an Asian guy with a brain in his head. You probably have some resources, some finances, some stability, some job, and you're thinking of how to solve this problem of not getting women, which means already inherently, if you're watching this video, that you're way closer to that first example I gave than the second example I gave. And the chances are you already have more than enough value. You just don't have the presentation. So the good news is pretty much wherever you are, if you're watching this video, it's not too late. Like some examples of clients that I've helped, literally my client Francis, 39-year-old doctor, okay? Doctor in NYC, makes good money. Crickets with women until he was 39, okay? Literally no sexual experiences, no girlfriend. Joined my program within a year, going on 2 to 3 to 4 dates a week with women, and also cold approaching women on the street, built his social circle up from scratch. Literally craziest transformation ever. My client John, 45-year-old engineer, okay, moved to a new city, doesn't know how to meet women, doesn't know how to make friends. Boom, within a matter of weeks, literally going on 2 to 3 dates per week with different women, getting intimate with them, 45 years old. My client David had just turned 30. He thought, oh my God, like I'm getting old. I need to get married. I'm 30. I crossed that hump. Joins my program, literally within a couple of months, meets his now life partner that he's now been with for 2 years and will be getting married to. All of these guys had one thing in common, which is that they thought they were old, okay? The 30-year-old and the 39-year-old and the 45-year-old, they all thought they were too old for the dating market. And they saw their options dwindling over time. But then they also had one other thing in common, which is that they were willing to take matters into their own hands, find help, take action, and they found that literally within a matter of weeks and months, they were able to have more options than the majority of guys have at any point in their life, no matter their age. So if you're an Asian guy over the age of 30, here's what you need to do to get your dating life on track. 2 steps. The first step is to take what you have and market it. Okay, you'll be surprised, you'll be blown away. Because, like I said, you have the value plus the presentation. Okay? And most guys, especially Asian guys, have extremely limiting beliefs about their value. Like Asian parents have extremely high expectations for their kids, so we grow up thinking that we're always not enough. Okay, I see it all the time. I had it myself, okay? So we commonly always think that we're like here when we're actually here, okay? So when I take my guys into the program and I just present them the right way, it takes like 2-3 weeks. They are off to the races getting 2-3 dates a week. And they're like, this is crazy. I thought my whole life that I was unattractive. I thought my whole life that girls just didn't like me. It's not true, okay? So take what you have and just present it well. You will be surprised the amount of women you can attract. Now for most guys, the ones that I work with, that's enough. Like David, within like a couple of months, found his life partner, boom, off to the races. Like I'm off the dating apps, done, right? But for the guys who get on the apps or start approaching women, start meeting women out there, and they realize that, okay, I've marketed myself to the best that I can, and I'm getting dates now, but not quite with like the women who are my ideal. I mean, they're great, but they're not my like ideal. Then what you want to do is go back and improve your product, okay? Improve your product, improve your social skills, improve your fashion, your fitness, your overall lifestyle, right? As you level yourself up as a man, then obviously what you're able to market becomes better, okay? And then the women that you're able to attract become better. So in conclusion, dating results have nothing to do with age and everything to do with value and presentation. Okay, you need to have both of these. You need to have value and you need to be able to present yourself. Most Asian guys are not presenting themselves well, and sadly, most Asian guys think they have far less value than they actually do have. So if you're an Asian guy and you've got it together, you've got the job, you've got the nice place, you've got the car, you've got everything on paper, but you're missing that last one piece, a long-term fulfilling relationship, then go ahead and use the link below. Book in a call with me. We'll talk one-on-one about how my program, Asian Dating Academy, can help you find a long-term relationship, just like I've helped over 120 other Asian guys. Looking forward to talking to you. And for more videos like this, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any in the future. Looking forward to seeing you the next time.